House Garcia. Come on up.
How you doing today? Before I forget, ¿cómo está la gente latina aquí? Eso es lo que quiero escuchar. Well, how's the staff doing today? Ah, come on, you guys can do better than that. Class of 2013, you ready? Nah, you ain't ready. No, I'm kidding, you ready. All right. Okay. Welcome, Superintendent Johnson, President of the Board, Mrs. Cross, Principal, Dr. Hill, Trustees of the Hempstead Board of Education, District Administrators, high school, faculty, and staff, invited guests, family, fellow classmates, and graduation of the class of 2013. One of the most unique classes in Hempstead High School history, don't you agree? Though we are thinking about ourselves today as seniors on the brink of graduation, I ask of all of you to think of a river. A river has a flow, just like life. Remember when most of us first entered kindergarten? It was so exciting and scary at the same time because we didn't want to leave our parents' side. In a way, it's just like entering a river. The beginning is just smooth. Life was just flowing gracefully. For we were carefree and unaware of the responsibilities that we could soon take on. I'm pretty sure that as little kids, we were ordered around and said to ourselves, I want to grow up to be an astronaut, a lawyer, or even Elmo. Of course, just like other children, we wanted to rush to grow up. Unfortunately, what we lacked back then was patience. That's life. But as life moved on, we also had to move on to bigger and better things. That's when the river started to flow a bit faster than what we were used to. So we moved on to elementary school. There we found ourselves getting to know everyone else's name in class, sometimes the name of kids from other classes. We all followed that same flow. Back in 2006, we were on the same stage, singing, "Get ready, 'cause here I come," by the Temptations. At that point in time, we were going to need to get ready for the faster and turbulent flow of life. This time, we were not alone, but now we were a group. We were together, still trying to get to know each other. Meanwhile, in the river, some of us were hitting wild currents sooner than others. Compared to the beginning, life was now flowing at an exponentially faster pace. Even back then, we were still rushing life without knowing its consequences. We wanted to have everything that was part of the current fad. Remember those razors from T-Mobile? I sure do. Everything we wanted eventually came to us, but waiting was the worst part. We still lacked patience. Again, that's life. That was nothing compared to our entry into young adulthood in Hempstead High School in 2009. Pretty much knowing each other, we rode the currents with easy trepidation. But with our own dreams, that river diverged many times for us, each divergence becoming a path for every one of us. All of the turbulent currents presented challenges for all of us. But that, however, wasn't enough to make us sink. We controlled the way we rode the current. We didn't let the current control us. If we did, our dreams would have been washed down the river, never to be resuscitated again. We had the ambition, the determination, and the tenacity to succeed. That's why we are up here today, because we control the way we rode the currents. We can't escape the river. We can sink, or we can only ride it to the end. That's life. I remember just last year when I took 6 advanced placement classes. Each class was very intense. Just a year before, I was dealing with 6 Regents exams. It was a transition that made my wild river feel like a thundering waterfall. I felt like I was plunging down to a powerful waterfall. The pressure and hardships were just that immense. But it wasn't the end for me. Instead of being thrown in and facing a pool of hardships at the bottom, I saw a pool of opportunities. When I saw those opportunities, I took advantage of them by going with the flow. Life takes you many places. The message? Well, don't avoid the turbulence. Overcome it, because there's no telling where you will end up. Speaking of ending up, it doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is where you're going. We come from Hempstead High School. Say it proud. Don't drown in the sea of rumors about Hempstead High School. We know the truth. We have outstanding students coming from this class. For example, I'll be going to Cornell University. And some of my classmates will be attending MIT, NYU, Stony Brook University, and many other great schools. Clearly, Hempstead is a force to be reckoned with. Don't be aimlessly carried down the river and buy into any negativity about Hempstead High School. That mentality is just a poison for us and those that follow us. Buck the tide. As a Hispanic student, as a minority from Hempstead High School at Cornell, I would proudly represent the Hempstead Tigers, just like my predecessors have done before me. Sometimes, success means swimming up the river when everyone else is heading downstream. Sometimes this means asking difficult questions, making difficult decisions, and even breaking some rules. I know because I did it too, but I had to be patient and wait for a successful outcome. Napoleon Hill stated, patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. I remember when I was put in in-school suspension. Well, I won't go into that now. Let's just say we all flow in our own direction. So go ahead, jump into the deep end and make a big splash. Become the role model you can be and set the bar high for those that follow. Most importantly, be patient. Enjoy the ride. Everything will come to you. Just wait and live the present to its full potential. But of course, work hard and challenge yourself. In the end, the current of life will vary from person to person. Each one of us, at this point, will be navigating our own rivers, both big and small, turbulent and calm. Don't be overwhelmed and impatient. We can do it. Arnold Glasslow once said, the key to everything is patience. You get the chicken by hatching the egg, not by smashing it. So remember, be patient, be determined, be proud, and be a tiger.
On behalf of Hempstead High School, we present this cup to Dennis Bardalis, the Salutatorian of the class of 2013.
Thank you, Dennis. Next, we will have the presentation